Faker fangirl. Huh. A StarCraft reference, I assume. Oh, there's Jazzaline. Okay, Infernal Shrines. Will there be an ITN episode tomorrow? Yes, there will be. Not Paradox will be joining me for it. So Garrett is out of town, but there will be an Into the Nexus. It'll be fun to talk to Not Paradox. I haven't talked to him since February, I think was his last episode on. So we haven't talked to him since the whole Blizzard news went down. We haven't talked about him about the whole year of balance. So it'll be a little in summation, some CCL talk. Maybe a balance patch, but, you know, I get it, you know. They did say they need more time, and we were like, oh, okay, like Friday. They're like, hey, we need more time, guys. And we're like, oh, okay, oh, that sounds great. And then Monday morning, everyone's like, hey, where's the balance patch? And the poor devs are like, oh my God, you guys, we're not done. So I doubt it'll be tomorrow in time, but it'll be fun to do a balance patch review with Not Paradox if it does happen. So who knows? Maybe we'll have a balance patch for episode 400, which will be next week on ITN. Next Thursday will be episode 400 of the show.
Change is upon us.
I donated my points to the HOTS community, yes. What happened was I was a Cassia one trick, and I made it to Masters. And then Cassia got nerfed.
We will forge a great destiny.
I think we made a pretty good...
The hunt is on.
I think we made a pretty good reputation there with My Dad's a Cop. I do not think they care. Is tomorrow big WoW news day? People were going like, they can't delay Final Fantasy until the day that Mage Tower comes out. You're like, really? That nobody cares. You'll play what you want. I'm sure there are some people who care, but I don't think they're really on the pulse of what the other teams are doing, and they're gonna put things out when it works for them and when they're, as we used to say, when it's ready. I think it's more of a when they're ready kind of thing. And they've gotten a lot of heat for bugs in these past couple patches, so they're probably just being a little extra careful. But I don't think the teams talk to each other like that or really worry about it too much. Teams coming together. What do we got? So we got Lunara, Nazebo, May, Ariel. So Ariel can be really good against Varian, who just always gets whipped away. I don't know if we have the right pressure to keep Dahaka back. Reminds me of when I was in college, when some people asked the teacher to end early to watch the last episode of Friends.
From order comes justice.
Hey, Scoops. I mean, I guess it was a cultural event, right? Like running through the airport, Ross running through the airport and stuff. I watched Friends way after the fact, and it was more like a on in the background thing. And, you know, I'd rather play video games. This is always kind of my problem. TV has to be like of a really high quality or really like exactly matching my interests. Either I'm taking a nap or working on falling asleep, or I want to be playing a video game instead. Or it's like really, really like high level. And sometimes the nap turns into interest. That's what happened with Demon Slayer. Was not into it. The animation in the beginning wasn't terribly strong, but it like slowly got better, and then around the spider arc I started getting interested, and now I actually watch it while I'm planning to stay awake. So sometimes things change and you upgrade that status. It's also very rare if you reach I'm gonna watch you on release day kind of status, because I like to stack things up. I get frustrated when I have to watch only one show of something I'm liking. I just want to marathon good things. All right, so this game is going to basically be our test of the low blow build. Can I just do it in the face of danger? Because in an older sort of meta, I think that reactive ballista spore would be very powerful here. Help get things off my face. And I am kind of operating as a pseudo off tank. Malthael, not the most tanky thing in the world. I'm weird till level 4, care. Video games are more fun, I agree. I agree. It's a problem I've always had because I've played MOBAs for so long. I judge my life in terms of 30-hour increments. I also think of $60 that way too. Like, I often think, oh man, it's really bad with food. Food and like meals or special meals, ordering out. That can be hard for me because I'm like, oh man, that's gonna cost me like $30. That's like half a game. And some of my favorite games in the last 5 years have been $30.
So be it.
Or less. Like Slay the Spire? Like there's just been some fabulous games that are really inexpensive.
Look out. That area is unsafe. You shouldn't have made me angry.
Kael'thas seems to be safe. We've got all 4 here.
That's all you have?
I think they're on that.
You shouldn't have made me angry.
I've got the slow. Oh, it's real close. Not gonna get close enough, but that'll be a slow there. I don't think we can kill May. This is a pretty decent one good spread situation. Oh, well, they traded up top. That is a lot of hours. Yeah. Some point. I'm really gonna give that my all.
Excellently done.
I got pretty into Deadfire for a bit, but the story didn't really grab me. Also, I have this sort of mind block that I feel like I'm terrible at those real-time Baldur's Gate style games. But I think I can get over it. I just need to give it a solid go. Same thing with 4X games. I've just always been kind of bad at them, and every time I start one, I'm like, no, I'm bad at this. Oh, this isn't what I'm good at. I'm bad. Which kind of means I don't give it my all. All right, Malthael's here. That'll actually kind of break even in the top, particularly hitting the wall. But Kael'thas. Oh, Kael'thas. That's a shame. But there was also no reason why Tassadar had to go clear top, I think, without hitting the wall. Yeah, that would have cleared itself.
My thanks, healer.
Tassadar's in a bit of a dangerous spot. Dahak actually left, though. I don't think we're going to be able to... This could be a really good kill. But it's not going to happen. All right, I'm going to walk down here and just hearth. Hopefully it doesn't go horribly wrong. Oh, that's an interesting discovery. Aegis heals, or Ancestral heals through Aegis. Huh. So Brightwing then teleport heal would work too. All right, now we're cooking with taunt.
Excellently done.
A fine healer.
Nice. Keep Tassadar going.
Excellent.
Slow will be useful. Let me see if I can get these guys attacking over the wall. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Job's done. Let's go. Healing tonight? Yeah, kind of on a Stukov kick. I've been watching CCL, and they're always saying, like, you can't leave the Stukov open. You gotta ban the Stukov. Why are they not banning Stukov? And I'm like, well, you know, let's play some Stukov.
Well deserved.
It's so hot. Plus, this build is so much easier. Oh my goodness. This build is way easier. These fights have been kind of chaotic. I'm gonna do Flail. In the hopes that I can catch the most.
Thank you, healer.
And just disengage stuff like that. We do have 10s and they don't. Nope, never mind. I do not have an answer to that. He's still going. Get your booger. Oh dear. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I mean, better. Oh wow, he got it. I've got no mana. I've got no mana. There is no mana. There is 0 mana. There is definitely 0 mana now. There's 100% no mana. There's 3% mana. Okay.
I'm returning to base.
Malthiel, getting some buildings. How much does this cost? 60, 50, and 40. Do I get any sort of like mana refund when I do at Hungers? 6 times and mana cost is refunded. Ah, okay, cool. So that seems like my big power spike
I'm heading up now.
in this build.
Is this all you have? I thank you, healer.
Cool. Refunded stuff is good. Didn't hit enough times. So I do have a May on slow here.
Moving out.
Where's Dahaka? He's alive. Practicing Tyrael a ton lately. I've seen more Tyraels in CCL. I haven't seen a lot of Tyraels at home. One thing I thought was the Lunara Surge has actually caused Stukov to be more powerful because you can get a cleanse like and allow yourself to go without a cleanse on your support. So I wonder if the presence of Dahaka being a CC got the slow on him.
You shouldn't have made me angry.
Should have led, I guess, with the silence there a bit.
Great heal.
I thank you, healer.
Starting to learn healer. What's a good one to learn? Did you come from World of Warcraft? Because if that's the case, Anduin is very clunky, but in a very WoW way, and I think it would work well for you. Otherwise, if you're just sort of spamming, if you like kind of Diablo in that way, Lily can be very good if you enjoy the spamming. But you must enjoy spamming. Clean and crisp? Well, you know, I mean, clunky and like you have to stand still and get the full cast off. Not in like a Urel kind of clunk way.
An opportune intervention, friend. Let us destroy this fort.
You're not mobile, but I think that works so well. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm in trouble. I want to get this. Oh, leave me alone. I think I'm already dead, though. Bummer. Anduin is definitely in the high tiers. I would put him in my own tier list of A, because you got Stukov in S. And I don't think Anduin's quite as powerful, as I die, of course, but more of a Diablo spammy kind of guy. I'd say then do something along the lines of Lily isn't great right now, but I think he did get a minor nerf, I believe. Minor one? It's been a while since I've really thought about it. Yeah. You start yourself off with Lily and hit the buttons. Hit all the buttons constantly.
Once more onto the breach.
I think the stuns are what's getting us, but there's no real roots. I think I'm gonna do Super Strain just because that's the moment when I can't heal. That was an unfortunate little fight we picked there. I get a good chance to catch up in terms of just XP. As for catching up on the map, they did not. Oh, he's not inside of that. That was a really good fight by them, and this is going to be me going down again. Wow, we didn't kill anybody. They just kind of ran at us. That was really well done. Oh, Malthael, does he have last rites? No, it's on cooldown. It gets some value in the top, but that's a shame. We were the ones set up for the gank. I think we got overconfident. We were picking some fights and they really grouped up now, so our Varian picks aren't as valuable. It's kind of chancy, but he's okay. Ooh. It's a really fun build. It is a really fun build. I'm definitely less protected than I was in the previous game, so I need to take a step back. We gotta kind of get refocused here. It's just gonna be a little messy while we clean all this up. This is Diamond 5 at the moment. Yeah, we can't really go in there.
Protect this one at all costs.
Dahaka seems to be just chasing Malthael, so... Do you have dreams of being master? Oh yeah, I was master earlier in the season back when Cassia was my one-trick OP. But when Cassia got nerfed, I lost some and then I got kind of whimsical. I was like, oh, I'm gonna play some Mephisto. I'm gonna play this and that. So I've really been enjoying not taking the game super seriously. But it has meant that we've slowly lost points over many weeks. That's got another jump back there. It's gonna cut the team off. So Varian's gotta watch himself. Oh, Varian's a bot now. Uh-oh. Varian bot. New season when? Hopefully next week? A new season would feel very fresh for the tryhardiness.
wish to be done with this.
Excellent.
Okay, he's back. We're all good. So they're painting the map a little bit. Yeah, Sola played her Surge of Light and just everything was really well tuned. And I could 1v1 a lot with it. Was kind of just the real powerhouse of the situation. There's just a lot of single picks you could get, and your raw damage was super duper high. That's kind of a... Kind of a textbook example of what we're trying to avoid. They're really picking us off well. And I think it's going to be really difficult for Varian to pick other kinds of fights, is the trouble now. He needs to be thinking more. Less taunt the tank now that they've got levels on him. A little of both, right? Like you had a great self-heal on Cassia, but also just lightning ball into her poke damage. And there was a lot of damage in the early game too, so it made your team feel like you were winning, so people were pretty motivated by it. But Surge of Light could pop and just do a huge amount of damage. And she's still fine. The problem was that, you know, she got nerfed from what I expected her damage to be, and I started losing a bit. Because I was taking 1v1s that I could no longer take just because of a minor damage nerf. So all that stuff adds up. It's the tough thing about playing a Nubrak for so long. Yeah, okay. So Malthiel's got all the damage, but he's not really cleaning up. Kael'thas and Tassadar just die. Oh, this is a really good chance to get... We're just putting everything into May. And I appreciate Varian tanking, of course. It's just going to take a strategy change. And it's a pretty tall order. And we got to stop taunting the May. I agree. I think everyone's a little shaken. And I think with our double wizard, we can't really pressure the Nazebo. All right. So we survived the initial engagement. So that's pretty solid. Okay, there we go. That slow is pretty good. I'm a ways off still from a heal. Do we have... Okay. Nice. I'm glad we... Okay. Tassadar doesn't want to go back, of course, for objective because he's Archon here. So Malthiel is kind of in the back. He's going to take a lot of damage doing that, but he wants to sustain his Archon.
Victory is ours.
6 seconds on Dahaka.
My thanks. Moving out.
Nice Keeping it going. Here comes, what do we got? We got a Mortar Punisher. That's pretty good in the late game. Nice. Okay. I'm trying to kind of dance in range of... Okay, there we go, there we go. That's what I want to interrupt. Dance in range of Nazebo there, because I wanted to be able to get that. I'm going to try to keep everyone going. Punisher's still going. We just need the damage to happen. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's over. It's over. We're going in. There we go. Malthael was slowly making his way back. Ice Punisher, best Punisher? In the early game and mid game, yes. I believe there's a scaling thing. It was a while ago that it was changed. Where Mortar Punisher gets really strong in the late game. Hey, Crushnair, good to see ya. And then, of course, the ice doesn't work on the core. That was a tough game. I totally get what happened, and it's tough because Varian's getting early game picks. That suddenly stops working. May suddenly gets massively survivable. She also went with the flash freeze there that gave her the cryo freeze on her way out. Rest of this isn't really survivability based, but it was not the person we had to grab, and then the other grabs were on Dahaka, and Dahaka was getting stronger too.